Hi Virgo, this is Just with your May 12th, 2019 weekly reading. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. I don't know why I keep saying June or wanting to say June. So Virgo, it looks like some of you definitely maybe have spent a little too much, especially if you're a Virgo woman. Maybe you spent a little too much on festivities, on some type of a gathering, a party. You got the bill and was like, what the hell? You may be planning something, planning an event, planning a party, and you have got to kind of separate the wheat from the germ. You've got to be a little bit more realistic of what you can afford, is what it looks like. You may have recently gotten some news that has kind of turned things upside down for you. I do feel like some of you feel like a situation is hopeless. You may be feeling a bit like a loser a little bit. I mean, and this is like one specific area or one specific Virgos, but it's a very specific area in your life that you feel doesn't have the promise and the hope, and you're not getting what you expected to get out of a situation, and you're completely worried, overthinking a situation as usual, unable to sleep, unable to kind of get peace in a situation, and you're unable to kind of start from scratch and move forward. Or you will be unable to start from scratch and move forward in a situation because you're holding on very tightly to something that really doesn't bring you the financial abundance that you're looking for, or the stability or the practicality in getting to a place where you feel financially secure. So some old ways of doing things need to kind of come to an end. You being on guard with everything needs to come to an end. You moving forward and you moving forward and letting the feelings that you got to guard yourself against everyone. Everything is not a fight. Everything is not a strategy. I know it's very difficult. You and Virgos and Capricorns, it's very difficult to not strategize every single damn thing, but everything is not a strategy. So there's a benefit in moving forward, being cautious, but allowing an end to happen. Okay? Allowing an end to happen, because just like I told Leo, an end is coming for you. It's coming. Something is happening. You have death twice. So there's definitely an end, and I hope there's not going to be a literal end for someone in your life. I hope that's not going to be literal, but there's definitely death coming. So holding on, I feel for some of you, you may feel like it's going to bring you more security, but it doesn't allow for more to come in because you're holding on too tightly. Okay. But I do feel like you guys are going to get this. Like, you'll understand that. Some of you definitely this week, you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. You're not really sure. You're in your feelings. That's for sure. You're in your head and you're in your feelings. And you're very emotional at this time. But I do feel like you're becoming more aware of your emotions. It's not like Virgo to be emotional, but I feel like it's almost like mandatory at this time, so that you know that life is not always on solid ground, but at times it's pretty watery, and you guys are really thinking about that. You're thinking about your feelings, your emotions, who you love, why you love them. There's someone deep in your heart, and you may fight with this person. I don't know why I'm talking about love, but let's try to get off of that for 1 minute, and let's focus on some of you could be, again, fighting, having discord at the workplace with people in your life, but you'll be able to work that situation out, or at least you want to. Like, you don't want to fight with people. You don't want to be at odds with people. You want to work something out, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, because I think Gemini is fighting with people this week too. And this week is going to fly by. I feel like this summer is going to fly by for a lot of you guys, and you're going to finally be able to wrap some things up. Some of you may be able to take your money out of the bank if you've been hiding some things. If you've been decorating your home, you could finally put up the last frame, the last this. So it's a lot of decorating or moving in, and you feel like you're so happy. I even see like a housewarming party happening, or some type of wedding that can happen. Some of you may be attending weddings. Some of you, again, going through, you may be having a wedding, but I see more attending a wedding, and you're trying to get the last little bit of touches going with either your home, or you may be going to get a gift for this event that you're attending, is what it looks like. Or you're going to be receiving a lot of monies and a lot of gifts for this housewarming. If you're putting on a housewarming, is what it looks like. But if you're moving into a new home, you're gonna be so happy, and I feel like you're in love with this home. You really are in love. And some of you may just feel so much more lighter. You may have been worrying your ass off, feeling like, I'm not ready to let go of A, B, and C. It's just some things that you're not ready to let go of. But in order for you to fully be happy, you've got to let it go. You're going to let it go regardless, so you can't do anything about it. But you're going to be happier. But you may secretly still be holding on to things. There's going to be some conflict. But that'll subside. Okay. I see fighting with people, not wanting to fight, but then fighting and then getting over it, then fighting again, then that being done. But secretly, you're still kind of, if for some of you, if you're at odds at the workplace and you feel like, okay, we keep going on this cycle of like conflict and everything. Okay. Conflict. I'm going to start putting some money away. Because I'm going to leave this place, or, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to start really putting the focus on something else because I'm about to let this situation go. You know how you Virgos do. Come on now. Virgos, you know how you do. You don't put nobody on notice. You put your own ass on notice. They'll figure it out later. Come on, Virgos. You know how y'all do. So I do see that coming up. Absolutely. You're about to put yourself on notice. You're about to phase someone out of your life. You already see it coming. You know it's happening. Something is going to end by the end of the week, but you'll keep it to yourself. There may be an end of a conflict, end of a fight, end of strife. Some of you internally, you may be putting an end to your internal strife. But secretly, you're still holding on to it. Secretly, you can't let that situation go. Some of you may get some money coming in, but you're going to keep that damn thing a secret for real. Like you're stashing a good amount of money. 100%. You're not going to let anyone know that you have a certain amount of money hidden away or somewhere specific. When it comes to love, I feel for some of you, you definitely are having a hard time healing from a situation from your past and moving forward, letting a situation go and moving forward. Some of you may feel completely out of bounds, out of sorts, especially if you are a Virgo woman. You may have become completely dependent in this relationship. Or just, again, you may have manipulated the finances. Finances may have been manipulated away from you. And some of you could be happy that there could have been some type of a reconciliation, like you could have heard from someone. There may be, because I'm looking at this. Now, some of you definitely could be worried that, again, you've spent too much for a party, for a home, for, you just gone overboard, in a relationship. Hopefully this home or whatever you've put money into, it's in your name, or, you're attached to it, that you're not just doing this for another person. But I do see that some of you may be about to get married, and moving in together is what it looks like 100% to me. But some of you have yet to completely disconnect from a past situation. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of strain. And so because you're not completely done with something from your past, it's still difficult for you to move completely into something new. I feel some of you are wanting to go back, just keeping it 100. You want to go back. You're not sure, though. I said that in a surprise. Like, I was just getting clear that Virgos love somebody, but you don't know if you goddamn love them. You reached out to them. They're not being responsive. then it's like, yeah, they did reach out and you got back with somebody, but you don't really know if it's them what you want to be with. It's like, Virgo, get your ass together. Like, y'all just doing way too much. Like, I'm sorry. You guys have to get your ass together. You've not been acting like Virgos. And I know some of you are like, that's not me. That's him. Well, it does look more predominant to Virgo men, but let's not get it twisted. Virgo women, you're upside down and you're acting out too. Okay. So either you're tolerating too much shit or you are up to no good too. Some of y'all could just be tolerating too much shit. Yeah, you love him, but I mean, how much fucking and fighting are you gonna do? You know, how much fighting are we gonna keep doing and fighting and then getting back together and everything is okay? How much of that we gonna keep doing? But he loved me. Does he? Is this love? You know, because it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. And I do feel like some of you, you've been making plans on the sidelines. So you may be moving into your new place, focusing on work. You know how y'all do. And I feel like, again, people hearing like you're communicating back and forth with a person. There again, I get dragged down, just rough sex is what I get. And I don't usually get that from this card, but the way it's kind of showing up here, it looks like it could be rough sex. Making up for lost time, that type of thing, or fighting and arguing with a person, standing your ground, you and them, neither person is budging, and then you come to a peaceful resolution with the person. You're working on things together, and then it's like, oh, I love you too. Okay, let your guard down. You know, only you know if you really love somebody, but it seems like to me Virgos don't know what the hell is going on with them these days. I don't know. I can't tell you. You don't know. The end of the week, though, I do feel like if you are in this constant fighting and issues with somebody, you guys are gonna be fighting again, and so that's coming up. But it is gonna end. But I feel like some of you are gonna get it, or this person is gonna get it because somebody's about to switch up. I just get somebody. I don't see switch up. I feel switch up. Switch up is about to come. Somebody is gonna switch up with somebody. And for some of you, for others of you, there's going to definitely be like, okay, we're doing this for real. There's no more playing around. We're doing this. This is 100%. It's all no. I knew it. We'll look at the extended. But for some of you, there's definitely going to be an understanding of where you are with the particular person. And for those of you who are in a relationship, like this is your mate, there's none of that going on. Like this is going to be an amazing week, 100% an amazing week. And I feel that it's just going to bring y'all so much more closer together. The love is going to be strong. The love is going to be potent. The love is going to be real. And you're going to make up for lost time if you've not, spent time with your mate, that sort of thing, especially if you guys haven't spoken or you've been too busy working, that sort of thing. There's going to be a lot of time being spent making up for lost time. So that's really good. It looks like a really great week for a lot of you guys. Others of you that's in that bit of conundrum with this fighting and fussing and getting back together and on and off and on again and off again and all that stuff. That is going to take a turn. That's definitely getting ready to take a turn. So for some of you, if you're interested in the extended, I didn't look at the singles. Now, for some of you singles, I feel like definitely you guys, you're single. Yeah, but there's somebody that you want. You may have a couple of people that you're dating, but there is a particular person that you prefer over all of them. And I feel like that's going to become more and more apparent at this point. You're not going to be able to ignore that for those of you who are single. Others of you, if there isn't any of that, get out, because there's going to be a lot of options out there. And I feel if you do put yourself out there and you just kind of take it, simple and plain, I feel, and just enjoy your time and not be so stubborn. Don't, try to just enjoy your time with people, live in the moment. You will, see someone that will beat out the rest. So that's what I have for you guys. Again, if you're interested in that extended, click the link below because we're going to look at this person, you and this person, what's going on with the two of you. What are the challenges and the regrets? What are the feelings between the two of you, and what are your actions, and what is going to be the outcome of the actions that you'll display with one another this week, as well as pulling the love cards that shows what are your thoughts with each other and what do you want to tell each other deep down inside if you can. So if you're interested in that, again, click the link below and we can get started with that. Otherwise, please share with us how this resonates. I would love to hear from you. Congratulations for some of you who are moving in together, who is decorating their new home. who's getting married. It looks really good, guys. Absolutely. But this could be a secret too. I just wanted to mention that some of you may be keeping a secret that you're marrying somebody, that you're taking things to the next level with somebody, keeping that a complete damn secret. It's such a Virgo thing. So that's what I have for you guys. If you like something personal with me, I could be reaching the beginning and end to this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Virgo.